man. Now, speaking of evil women, you know, some evil shit has happened to me before. I'm gonna let y'all in on some of it. I got a story time, right? So now, I know some of you guys may have heard the story about the girl calling me over there to check the guy, to check this guy. This was when I was like 19, and you know, I almost got killed and all that. I almost got smoked. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story because some of y'all may have not heard it. Because I told this a couple times on my live, but you know, I was about 19. Me and the homies, you know, me and the homies, we riding around doing what we consider to be gangster shit, catching plays and drinking, got the pistols and all of that on us. I get a call from one of my breezes. Like, Dre. She called me another name because I used to have it. My alias then was Rico. Is that Rico? I used to tell you, you know, back then I used to give hoes all type of names. But she knew me as Rico or Rod or something like that. Hey, Rod or Rico or whatever my name was to her. This dude just slapped the shit out of me. Can you come, you know, do something about it? Da, da, da. So I'm like, nigga can't slap the little breezy. So I get on my Captain Save-A-Ho shit. Fellas, don't ever play Captain Save-A-Ho. Don't be Captain Save-A-Ho. You know, figure out what's going on first. So I get on my Captain Save-A-Ho shit. We shoot over there, right? We shoot over to where she at. I'm, you know, tipsy. I drink out. I forget my gun, you know, which was a blessing. I forget my gun in the car. I just jump out, excited. So I run up on the dude. Dude whip out on me. Dude pull his tool out. What's up? You gonna die over this bitch? You see what I'm saying? You ready to die over this bitch? So instantly I'm like, oh, I get diplomatic on him. You know, we supposed to be brothers and all that, right? We supposed to be brothers. I do the whole shit. Dude didn't smoke me, so you know, I say, man, listen, you know, don't run up on me like that, blah blah blah. So me and him, we hash it out. And you know, either of us we ain't on bullshit. He don't do nothing to me, I don't do nothing to him. Now I could just imagine if I would have got out with my thing, he had his ready already, and it would have been a shootout. Somebody could have got, you know, just imagine that could have happened, right? But just so happens I forget my shit, and I was able to talk myself out of the situation. Come to find out, this bitch was fucking this dude. Him and the girl that called me was fucking. She was fucking both of us, right? And they got into an argument, and she mushed him in his face, and he slapped her, right? So instead of me trying to figure out what happened, or instead of me being like, bitch, fuck that shit, that ain't my problem, I go over there on some Captain Save-A-Ho shit, and almost got my life taken at the tender age of 19, or almost had to do something to somebody to where I'd have been in prison still for the rest of my life. At the tender age of 19, right? How evil do you have to be to do something like that? To call two dudes, to pit two dudes together that you fucking. Like, that's evil. You put your hands on somebody and then you call the dudes you fucking to go do something to this dude. So they could X each other out. One kill one and the other one go to jail. Women do stuff like that all the time. In fact, most of the neighborhoods beef that you see, the gang wars and the gang beefs and all of that shit, most of that shit you see, all that shit you see in Chicago, in Miami, in Tampa, Orlando, Atlanta, New York, all that drill shit, the Cali and all of this shit, the gang banging and all that shit, most of that shit started over bitches, not money. Most of these hood beefs started over bitches. Some bitches pit two people against each other, and she did that. Right now, I can't blame her. I was stupid enough to fall into it. But how evil do you have to be to do something like that? Now, let's fast forward a little bit, right? To a couple weeks ago. Now, this same girl, right? She had a little sister. This girl she talked to, she had a little sister. And the sister always liked me, right? But I never took it there with the sister, right? We know each other, whatever. But the sister always liked me. Never took it there with her. So me and the sister chopping it up a couple weeks ago. And, you know, her and they don't get along. They never really got along like that. So now they to a point where they ain't really talking. The sister tells me, she was like, oh my God, she was like, oh my God, I used to be so scared when she used to have you in such and such car, right? So it turns out this same girl who was fucking this other dude and fucking me and about to have us fighting or damn near kill each other had a real boyfriend at the time. And she used to come see me in a certain car, right? And she would let me take her car to go catch my plays and do all of this shit. She told me that it was her and her brother shared the car. Well, I come to find out a couple fucking weeks ago, this was her boyfriend's car who actually is her baby daddy now. How fucking evil do you have to be? How evil can you be? It takes a certain level of evil to take a man's car, go to another dude. While you cheating on this man, go to another dude, right? Drive him around in that car. Let him drive this car to do illegal shit and all type of shit. Not only, just imagine that man would have been somewhere and seen me in his fucking car. Like, how evil do you have? Like, how evil? That's evil. I just found this out 2 weeks ago from talking to the girl's sister. And it was just like, she just slipped up. And I'm like, what? That wasn't her car. That wasn't y'all brother's car. She was like, no, that was her baby daddy car. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. These is facts. This is fact. That's evil. That is evil if I ain't never seen it. You see what I'm saying? Take a man's car and let another man drive it. Drive another man around in it. Put me into all type of risk. Put that man at risk. Put me at risk. That's evil. That's crazy. Just thinking about it. It's crazy. I got one more for y'all real quick, right? One more for y'all. Around this same time, it's crazy that I was attracting evil bitches around this same time. There's a lot of evil shit happening to me around this time because I was doing a lot of evil shit too, right? So you do dirt, you get dirt. The seeds you plant grow and they come back in some type of way, right? The people you meet gonna be evil and all that. So I got another breezy. This was around the same time, 19 years old. Got another breezy. And she called me one day. She said, I need you to ride with me somewhere. Right? I was like, okay, I got to go do X, Y, Z. I got to go catch this play, that play, whatever. Can you take me to do that after? She's like, yeah, cool, right? So I get in the car with this broad. We driving. We stop and get something to eat. She's like, oh, I got to go over here. I got to do something. So she pull up. She go in the house, right? I'm sitting in the car, chilling, listening to Young Buck. The Young Buck CD was out. Young Buck was one of my favorite artists, straight out of Cashville CD. I'm listening to the Young Buck CD, right? She come out running, and it's a nigga chasing her. She got a baby in her hand. And it's a dude chasing behind her. She get in the car, throw the baby in the car. This dude come, he beating on the hood, beating on the fucking windshield, beating on my door to open the door. And she like giggling. So I'm like, bitch, what is this? Pull off. So she trying to pull off. He trying to stop her and shit. This is her baby daddy. And he did something. I don't know what he did to her, but she wanted to get back at him and have another dude in the car while she picked her baby up. She must have told him something because he came out or something. I don't know who you came with or something, but she darted. She dashed out the house. He came behind her. Right? How evil you have to be, it's a certain level of evil. It takes a certain level of evil to put people in that type of situation. You see what I'm saying? To put me, and then don't even tell me. You don't even tell me. I'm thinking we're going to handle some business and you don't even tell me. So here I am. I don't got my shit because she told me, she don't be liking my little chopstick. She don't like my chopstick. This particular chick didn't like me with the chopstick in her car and all that. So I don't got my shit with me, right? So I'm vulnerable. I'm sitting here. There's a dude crying and all type of shit, yelling and screaming. He distraught because the girl he loved got some dude. And she done brought some dude, which was me, to his house. So she psyching him out. She trying to make him mad. But she got me in a situation. I don't even know what I'm in. I'm at a dude's house. I don't even know what's going on. You have to be evil to do some shit like that. Bitch, it's evil. Both of these situations happened to me around the same time. But yeah, we pulled up out of there. I cursed her the fuck out, and I ain't never fuck with her again. After that situation, she hit me up on Instagram probably a year ago, and I left it on scene. I never talk to you again. You tried me. That could have been my life at that point. And you ain't tell me you got me walking into some shit because you being evil, trying to get back at some dude because you can't beat him up or whatever the case is. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her.